ॐ तुमेव माता च पिता तुमैव बन्धु च सखा तुमैव विद्या च द्रविणं तुमैव सर्वं मम देव ॐ अशितिगिरिशमस्यात् कज्जलं सिन्धुपात्रे श्रुतर्वर्षाखां लेखनी पत्रमूर्वे लिखिति यदि गृहीत्वा शारदा सर्वकालम् तदपि तव गुणानां ईश पारं न याति। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिव। Today we will give the secret description of chapter 6 stanza 2. That stanza is saying yam sannyasam iti prahu yogam tam viddhi pandavaha nahi sannyasta sankalpaha yogi bhavati kasyanah. This stanza is containing the meaning like this. Yam, it means whose. Sannyasam, it means sannyasaha. Iti, it means thus, this type. Prahu, it means tells. Tam, it means same to that. Yogam, it means yoga. Viddhi, it means know, to know. He means because. Asanyasta sankalpaha, it means if a person does not give up the sankalpas. Sankalpas means thoughts. Kashyana, any person. Yogi, it means yogi. Na means not. Bhavati, it means becomes. The meaning of this stanza is that, my dear Arjuna, that person is called sannyasi. The same person is called a yogi. It means sannyasi and yogi is not two persons. Sannyasi and yogi is the same thing. Because a person, if not give up the sankalpas, he not yogi or not sannyasi. The Satchidananda Paramatma Sadguru the only and only master, honor, installation, base of uncountable millions galaxies. His very small part reflect like the world. Rest part is very unknown. The Satchidananda Paramatma presents everywhere and nobody knows about his complete identity. So the greatest powerful, greatest existing, the Satchidananda Paramatma comes on the earth only in Indian land of India, that is called Avatara. The Satchidananda Paramatma never took the birth in other countries, he comes only in India. Never be misguided. The Buddha born in the Nepal is also India at that time. Nepal is the separate country now these days, but that time the Nepal is our country's part. And the Cambodia and Burma, Malaysia, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Tibet, these all the countries once upon a time when the Krishna or Rama came, they are called India. And the Fiji is also our part because the Lord Krishna sent Kaliya Naga to Fiji. That is called Nagloka. So the Nagloka Kanya, the girls of Nagloka, they are married with Indian person, the family of Krishna and Rama also. So, unfortunately now we are separated by the stream of unfortunate fraction of the religions, but these are the temporary things. So Krishna came in India and told the Brahma Jnana by the Gita. I want to repeat, the Gita is not Hindus' book. Gita is the book for universe, for all humans. Gita like a spiritual science. Gita is not too small. Gita is very broad spectrum. All the Gita, there is nothing a word that is showing that Gita is only for Hindus. In the Gita, every stanza tells for all human, this is the supreme spiritual knowledge. So, in this stanza, the Krishna is saying to Arjuna that Arjun, my dear Arjun, person make difference between sannyasi and yogi. In the secret sense or in the internal sense, the sannyasi and yogi, they are not twos. They are one. If you are real sannyasi, that you will become automatically real yogi. Because the sannyasa and yoga brings you in the same destination of awareness. If you are real sannyasi, then you should give up the traffic of your mind and all your instability will become stable and peaceful, and the meditation comes in your life. What is the meditation? Meditation is the pin drop silent inner sight, the zero stage of disturbing. Nothing, tension, no worry, no dilemma, no instability, no haste, no pain, no tension, only peace, peace and peace. That is called a meditation. No thoughts even. So, just like a yogi, when he do the samadhi, that is the nirvikalpa samadhi, in the nirvikalpa samadhi, the yogi's mind become silent, know anything, only he stay in the stability of presence of God. Nothing is there. That is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi of Patanjali. So the yogi and the sannyasi both stay in the same condition after some exercise of spirituality. The same spiritual science we are teaching to our disciples. When you do the Sakshi meditation continuously, then your life came in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi, then there is no Sankalpa, no Vikalpa. You will sit without any disturbance of your thoughts. Your thoughts remain reduce, and after the meditation stand, there you will see nothing in your mind, only peace, only stability, only presence of your being. So, Krishna is telling to Arjuna, my dear Arjun, the yogi and sannyasi, both the same thing, only difference of the word, but the stage and status and position and development and staying in the condition of the meditation, both are equal and same. So yogi and sannyasi both are in the same spiritual stage of life. And he is giving the reason also. Why? So Krishna is saying clearly, he is saying because a person become yogi if he not give up the sankalpas. His mind is full of stream of thoughts. His intellect is moving in the world. His chitta is deviation in the mind activities. He is not yogi. He is not yogi. So if you want to become yogi, you should make your mind pin drop silent, without any sankalpa, without any vikalpa, without any deviation, without any movement, without any dilemma, without the stream of thoughts. Your mind will stay in the pleasant and peaceful condition, and that is called a yogi, and that is called a sannyasi. I think if you are seeker, you have to do meditation and you reach in this stage, then you will feel yourself. That is the word of Krishna is very practicable word.